In today's video, I'll be sharing with you how to draft and sew this cute newborn baby shoe you're seeing right now. And not for me to make this, I had to use the materials I have in my house. I didn't have to buy anything at all. So you can actually make this with whatever you have in the house. So to start the process, we'll start with the drafting of the sew of the baby before we can continue the process. So first of all, you're gonna get a pepper, any kind of pepper, because here we just want to draft the sole. Then draw a straight line, a random straight line. Then from there, from the top of that straight line, you will mark 4.25 inches. 4.25 inches, that is what you mark. Then after marking the 4.25 inches, you mark it across the line because we want to draw a straight line. So I'm marking it here, and I'm also going to mark it the other side so that when I draw a straight line, it will be straight. So after marking the 4.25, I'm going to draw a straight line across it. So after drawing the straight line, we're also going to draw, turning the paper. Then you have to draw a straight line from up to down. This will be the center point of our sew. Then from this, we'll start marking other points. So this is the center point, which is 4.25 inches. Then the next thing we're going to mark is 2.5. We want to mark 2.5 inches, but for us to get the exact measurement, we need to divide 2.5 by 2. So that is what I'm marking. You just divide your 2.5 by 2, the half at the other side, the half at the other side, so that when you measure the lines together, you will get 2.5. So that is what I'm marking here, and that is what I marked there. Also mark the same thing at the down part of it. As you can see, you mark the half of it this side and also the half of it this side, so that when you measure the lines, you get 2.5 up and down. So that is what I'm doing here. So we're going to connect all the lines. So right now we have something like, is it a square or something? So you're just going to connect all the lines. So this, whatever so we're going to be drawing will be within this box now. So for this top part, we're going to come down by 1.2 inches here. And at that same point, then from the down part, you're going to mark 1 inches up. Yes, very important. Then we'll now, from this 1 inches, what we'll be marking there is 2 inches. So that means 1 inches this side, at the left side, and then 1 inches at the other side. So that when you add the both of them together, you'll be getting 2 inches. So I think looking at it will give you a better explanation, just in case if you don't understand what I'm saying. Yes, just 1 inch is going up. That is what I want you to mark. 1 inch is going up. This point here is for us to be able to draw a straight line. Draw a straight line. Then remember, by the both sides, we drew 1 inch this side, 1 inch this side, so that when we, from this point to that point, it will give us 2 inches. So then, so that is what we have here. So we're also going to go to the upper part. Remember that this other upper part coming down, we marked 1.2 inches because we want to get a straight line across. We also mark the same thing, 1.2 inches. Then we're going to draw a straight line across it. Then from this point now, we'll start connecting the dots. Just look at what I'm doing. It's very simple. Just Look up if it's going to be difficult for you, you can use pencil so that you can clean it and redraw it, but just follow the points and the dots. That is basically what you do. And then after connecting the dots, then you cut it. We are folding it like this so that we can get the same thing at both sides. So this is it. So I'm just putting in my measurement so that you will see everything I did. So just in case, you can just stop, pause it and look at it. Then for the allowance, because the allowance is inside there, 1/4, that is half inches, 1/4. Yes, so that is the point there. So this is basically what you need. I've already done this, so right now I'll begin making the second shoe. So this is my pattern paper. So what I need to do is just basically, then also this is the pattern paper for the upper part of this. Oh, don't worry, you can pause it to see the measurement, but I will still show you the measurement. Then this one is the strap for the back aside. So this is the 3 pattern papers you need, nothing else. Very simple. So first of all, for this sew, we'll start by cutting 2 pieces. So just in case if you're making for the both legs, it's going to be 4. But because I'm making only one part of the shoe, then 2 pieces. Then using your pattern paper, you're going to cut exactly the shape of that pattern paper and exactly the shape of this pattern paper. So right now I'll be showing you the measurement of how I got it. So it's easier with this pattern paper. You can make as many shoes as you like. So measuring it's from up to down is 3 inches length. 3 inches length. This is how you're going to draw your pattern paper. 3 inches length, and here we have 6 inches width. So that is it. Then for the other one, it's for the strap, it's a 9 inches width, 9 inches width, and then 2 inches what? 2 inches length. And you don't need, the allowance is already there, so you don't need to add any allowance. So for the elastic, we'll be using, for the strap, we'll be using 5-inch elastic. 5 inches elastic. Yes, 5-inch elastic. This small elastic, this size of elastic, because this one is for strap. Then for the upper part, yeah, here we'll be using 3 inches elastic length. That is it. So these are the things we'll be needing. So first of all, for this our sew now, we'll have this gum. One is like the fabric, and this one is like paper, is kind of softer. So what I have to do is just to glue it to this, glue one to this, and then the upper part one to this, and then all I need to do is just to sew it together. That is basically what I need to do here. And then glue it using iron. Then this is me after ironing it together. It sticks together because of a glue, because there is a glue in it. So right now what we need to do is just to sew it round. Then for this, you fold the back. Make sure you're folding the back. Fold the back, fold it, then sew it up by just 1/4 inch. So then the same thing, you do the same thing to this one. Fold it back by that 1/4 inch and sew it up. That is basically what you're gonna do. Make sure that you sew it in such a way that your elastic can pass through, because if you sew it so tight, it will be difficult for you to pass your elastic. So this is me after sewing the lace sew, the sew of the shoe together, after sewing the strap and the upper part. So I'm gonna use my pin to turn it front so as to iron it. So while ironing, make sure that the where you sew is at the center. So this is me after ironing it, and this is the elastic. So I'll just pass my elastic through this, and then sew the edges so that the elastic will not move. Put uh put in the elastic and sew the two edges. Do that for the both fabric. So this is me after putting it and sewing it up. You can see the first one. You can see the second one. We're going to sew it up here, and then we're going to attach it to, we'll join the both of them together. So after sewing it now, I'll attach the strap. So as you can see, I think I mixed the clip where I wasn't doing it. So I'm going to explain what I did. I attached this strap to the upper part. That is exactly what I did. And then after doing that, remember when we are creating the sew for the shoe, there was a 1.2 inches we marked. So we're going to mark the same thing on that. This is to know where to place those strap, the upper parts on the sew. So that is basically what I'm doing. I'm just creating just a little bit of mark, 1.2 and 1.2 here. Then just I'm not gonna do a straight line. I'm just marking it out to know where I'm gonna place my body. This is where I'm gonna place it, and then pin it and sew. Do for the both sides. Pin it up and sew them. Then for this upper part, we just get this ruffle, and then I'm gonna gather them with my 4 inches sewing length. This is for me to gather. Then after sewing it, I will draw it together to gather it. This is it after sewing it. Draw it together to gather it. Then I'm gonna place it on top of the upper part of the strap. So I will show you basically what I did. So this is me placing it on top of this strap, then pinning it together, then sewing it at the middle part. That is what you do. And also place it in such a way that when you stretch it, it stretches. That is basically what you do. As you're sewing it, you're stretching it. So that's, yeah, because if you do not stretch it, then after sewing it, your strap cannot stretch anymore. That upper part that is stretchy will not stretch anymore. It will just be together. So as you're sewing it, you are drawing it and stretching it so that it will be going together. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Yes. Just as you're drawing it, you'll be stretching it so that when you stretch it, the both fabric, the white one and the pink one, will stretch together. Then this is after sewing it, and then I'll attach it to the sew and then pin it. Then after pinning it down, we'll go back to the sewing machine and sew it up at the both sides. So that is basically what you have to do. And then you have this. So now we're going to create a bias. So I'm going to show you how I made this bias, because we're going to use this bias to go around this. So I'm just going to use a random piece of cloth to show you. So what I did is just to mark 1.5 inches, because I want the strap to be 1.5 inches. So after drawing 1.5 inches, just draw a straight line, connect it together, and then cut it off. That is how you do what you have the size of your bias. Yes, because you can buy this bias from a shop, or you can make it yourself. This isn't me just making it from what I have, because I have this tool for making it. So what I need to do is just put it through this two guessing right here, because it has come in different sizes based on the length, the width of what you're making. Then I'm going to use iron, and then iron it. My iron it, I'm creating my bias tape. So this is basically what I do to create my own bias for this, because going to the shop, you might not see the exact color for this your shoe. But if you can find the exact color for whatever you're making, then you can buy it from a shop. But because I know it might be difficult, I had to use the fabric to create it. So this is me that created my bias. So I'm gonna use this bias and sew it around, use it to cover my stitches. So that is what the bias is for. Use it to cover your stitches round. So this is after sewing it, so you can see my stitches are covered. So right now, because the down part, under the sew is can be rough, so I'm gonna be adding this hard pepper. This pepper, I'll be adding it to the sew, and this pepper you can just use random pepper you have. This is my pepper for painting. Aqua pepper for painting is kind of hard, so all I'm gonna do is just to place my sew on top of the pepper. So I'm gonna place it on top of this hard pepper, any hard pepper you have, or even if you have a sew, fine and good. Then mark out this sole of this shoe I'm making. But just in case if your stitches under is clean, then you might decide not to. But because I wanted this shoe to be steady and strong, because I use fabric, that is the reason why I'm adding this hard pepper to it. Apart from the fact that I want to cover my imperfections, I also want to make it to be strong and steady. Yes, and using pepper because this is baby, so it has to be light. So I'm gonna use this hard pepper. So this is it. So I'm gonna use my glue and then place glue under this and place glue on top of that. So I'll be using my transparent glue. Place it on top of this and place it under and just glue it together basically. Then after putting the glue around it, I just trim it so that those white places you're seeing, you will not see them. I just have to trim it properly so that it will look good. So after applying it and after trimming it, we'll be adding the shiny thing on top. I've forgotten the name. So I actually got this from Shein, but you can whatever you have, because I have this before, so I didn't have to buy it again. So you can add whatever you want to add, or you can just leave it like that, whichever one. It's beautiful like that. So I just had to add this on top with my glue, my sparkly, and that is it. So after attaching it, just allow it to dry, and that is just it. You will have your beautiful shoes for your newborn babies. So if you like this video, you've learned anything so far from this video, do well to like, do well to share, and also please subscribe to my channel and share this with people around you. So with that, I've come to the end of this video. And also, if you check my channels, you will also see other shoes I've made, or maybe I'm here to upload it. So this is it for now, and see you on my next video. Bye.